I'm here with Doyle Hyett of HyettPalma, following the Chamber of Commerce presentation on Thursday afternoon. Doyle, what's the timeline for a report or suggestions or recommendations that'll come for Bluffton out of your meetings this week?
One of our jobs here this week is to have our biggest ears on. We're here to listen more than anything else this week and bounce thoughts off of you, but get a sense of you again. Although we've been here over the course of the last few years, it's been 9 years since we got intimately involved in this community. So we've been getting intimately involved with you again. The beautiful thing is that a lot of the same people we worked with the last time around are still here, so we have some continuity there. But what we're doing is called an update of the action agenda. And it'll be dated 2012. But with these updates, we have a very, very, very fast turnaround. If I had to guess at this point in time, we'll know for sure on Friday. But if I had to guess at this point in time, it'll be back to you within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We write off-site, but we've already definitely collected our thoughts here.
Right.
But we're going to give you a very, very succinct direction and something that all of you can share when it comes back to the community.
And how do you recommend that the community does that? You give it to Ted. I would suppose you give it to Mayor Ted Ellis. You would give it to the city council members.
Yep.
And it's up to them how they choose to present it?
Our hope would be that it'd go online immediately. That's what we always recommend to our clients. So this is a very tech-savvy city, so I'm sure that's going to be the case. It's also a very transparent city, so that for us, that's the ideal. So if I had control of the universe, the next step, what I would do is our client is obviously the city government will give the document back to them in writing in an electronic form, and then what we would ask them to do, and Ted's a great spokesman for the community, so he's going to take that as a stump speech, I'm sure, if he feels comfortable with it. But we would want the whole community to share it. Let the newspaper maybe put it on your website. The chamber ought to have a link to it, but we want to get it out to the community as quickly as possible. One of the things that people need to understand this time around is that, again, we came in here knowing you weren't a foreign product to us, so we kind of cut to the chase real fast. Not that we don't try to explain things, but we try to talk in half sentences because we know we speak the same language. So we want this to get back to you quick, get in the streets working. The momentum is here. You saw it in this room. We've seen it in every meeting that we've been in. People are jazzed and ready to go. We want to be behind the train, not in front of it.